So, we are here. Everyone is here. Welcome to Chaos.
Been told to shush her man.
I mean,
You never have to say hello first, and so that we can start the game.
Hello, friends.
no.
Change of pace. We usually return you. Just stop arguing it. Shush.
The man's a dad. He has changed.
Right. Anyway, so last game, the fight continued between Dio's adversary and the rest of the party, sort of trying to figure out what's going on, beating up characters or all sorts of chaos. Exactly. Yep. After the fight had been finished and the party sort of started raiding different parts of areas, and a bit of conundrum happened, and Farragon lost her arm. Farragon decided to leave.
Fuck
And
this shit out now.
yep, to just utter chaos of everything. After interrogating the monk, you guys eventually got information about why he was hunting, and you didn't quite get enough information in terms of where he was heading off to. Okay. Thea's trying to help. You then proceeded to split off in different directions, some of you heading straight back to the castle, and some of you heading out of the city and burying the now fallen monk. After some more conundrums of wandering around the castle and arguing things, Luggage was reunited with you guys in the courtroom, where you all confronted the king for information, and he revealed that he was a protector of the prime elements, one of which you guys were all had. Well, not all. I think it was Drew, Luggage, and Fitz had all met once before. Another prime protector, and you were basically given You were given an envelope to basically clear off any dock charges, as well as able to get a hefty supply of food that can be, and other supplies that you may need for the airship, as you guys were planning to head off in a direction of some kind. But I left you off last time with the chance to be able to ask and or chat with the king amongst yourselves a little more. So, proceed. Any more questions?
Why? Why would you ask me this?
About the reward.
Like a reward right here.
Did the toad live? Toad is alive. Toad is safe. Toad is right there.
Yep.
What am I talking about?
Do you know about the
Are
toad?
you malfunctioning?
I know about the entire. I used to have one, not the toad. I said, like you have Falcor, I protected one myself.
Yeah, but you don't even know if we're going against the toad. You've just been standing around.
Looking for the toad.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yep. No, you did.
It's only been a week.
It's only been a week.
You're in your pot.
I feel
Yeah, you tell me.
Microdose. Shit.
You tell me.
So while you guys are conversing with each other,
Well, that was a genuine question to the king.
that was
Yeah, about
the king sort of looks over and goes, right, of course, the Hunter clan had a request that had came a reward, isn't it? Right.
Technically a part of it. We did do it. Well, one of us is.
Right. What were you specifically told? Were you told anything, or were you just one of the ones that were just given information?
Am I still holding just over the slip with me, or what was I?
You do have I think you still do have a slip. It doesn't mention a reward. It mentions a reward. It doesn't specifically mention what the reward is. Looks like it's implying you can kind of say, "Give me this."
Oh, mind.
I would like your kingdom. Thank you.
Nothing was specified.
Right. Okay. What do you usually use? How much gold do you want then? I can give you 5,000 maybe?
Person catches eyes.
Amongst the group of you?
It is for the hunters
He's
here.
a little stingy, don't you think?
I don't know
This,
about
this
the
was
hunters. It's not my
hunter's request specifically.
Oh.
Shall we say 8?
Probably a persuasion.
I do want to
I
donate.
would assist, but the guy. Judgy McJudgerson. It's pretty judgy for someone who has a son named that's Johnny.
Right, got
Fuck, man.
guild methods and things, right? Okay,
Mhm.
yep. Done. He pulls out a parchment, writes something down, and pulls out a stem and rolls it up. He's still sitting in his chair at the top. He's not going to come down to you.
Yep, I'll walk up.
Hands to the parchment.
One other specific thing.
Yes.
I noticed your what do you call them? Research department. I don't know what do you call them? Your scientists? Your what do you call them?
The Athenums?
Yes, they have their
R&D department?
Yes.
I've been in search of a hood that matches your garb.
You want a hood?
Yes.
Done. Sure. One of their protective hoods.
Yes.
I was going to request an extra.
We want another one.
No, as an opposed to like.
A zone. A
Not
hood.
its own.
No.
Could I get a hood?
You want a hood as well? Right. Done. Okay.
I don't think you understood what I meant.
I'll what's that?
You mean section? Safe haven?
No, she means like a block.
Suburb. A hood.
You want the whole hood?
I want the hood.
I'll give you a hood part of the robes that the other men must have. I'll
Okay.
give
No
you
ownership.
I'll take it.
I'll be a landlord some other way then.
One day.
he writes something down, doesn't stamp or anything, just hands it to you. Just go, give that to Hector. Should be standing outside. Hector, no.
I know. You should have given Cat the hood.
He should be outside.
Your liege?
Oh, Hunter's Guild, right? Yes. And he reaches down to his chair and pulls open like this section of it and pulls out a book. He goes, when is the next time you're feeling your guild's kids? Would you mind giving this to your, the only thing I think I have a record for?
Dragon Chaser?
Yes, Dragon Chaser. I don't have any record for, the actual leader. But could you give this and give to your leader? Thank you. And he pulls out a gold a bag as well and goes and as a delivery payment from the Athena as well. Yes, this is an Athena request.
Where's the Athena?
It's just spelling it. Oh, there for you.
Which one? It's luggage.
Here.
Yeah.
This kingdom is a Athena where the library area is.
What do they
quite-
require of us? A member and ask for the scroll that you've been given?
I've given him
On behalf of the Athena.
a way of communicating. The Athenians use these chatterbox to communicate with each of the different members and things, and a few guilds have chatterbox as well. We don't have any way other than general mail. Members of the Hunters Guild, we wanted a way of communicating with them a bit faster. So the chatterbox works into other chatterbox here.
I'll get back and see what the
That's not.
Grand Master thinks of this, but generally he doesn't like to be. Generally, they don't like to be a part of a chatterbox system. Security reasons.
But I will talk. Have you met the Grand Master, the actual leader?
Yes. Me and Dragon Chaser, very similar position.
Oh! This is very good then.
Chicken chase.
This-
Not dragon chase.
This
Chicken Chaser?
that'll quite
All out.
consider the 10 gold in their delivery fee for carrying this extra book with you.
Thank you.
As you guys have watched this happen, the Queen has gotten up, wandered over to Johnny, and started like messing around with it, sort of brushing it and stuff. And when she moves away, Johnny suddenly has two horns again. One of the horns is silver.
Is his tail still broken?
His tail is still broken, but there is now this silver horns attached to it with what looks like some sort of magical sort of runic piece of like fabric that's wrapped around the bottom part of the thing that's broken.
Oh, aren't you dainty?
You could be the king of Silver Thorn. Rename it. He would have laughed at that.
Hey,
There is a thing for him when he comes back.
Just chirping. I do have a request, King royalty man person.
Right, the Warforged that came in before.
Luggage.
Luggage.
I have name, designation. I require mining utensils. I was not lying.
Mining utensils.
Indeed. I am starting up a mine and require tools.
Right.
I do not help with this quest. I can pay if I am required.
I dodge for luggage.
That can count as supplies, so can't it? You know.
Mining tools are a little harder to immediately come by, but yeah, I guess it could consider supplies.
If you give me the raw materials, I can make them on our journey.
Less raw materials issue, more just primarily we're a trade city, so we don't have them immediately on hand for mining as things go in and out. So I mean, there are probably mining tools that are being traded through.
You could give us a bunch of useless iron tools that aren't used.
No, I understand what you're saying.
No,
I'll
but couldn't
buy you some tools and give them to you later.
you just rebuild it? Like iron weapons, stuff that aren't used.
Anything? Yes, but I need a proper smelter to be able to do that. We only have a half-assed one. That he's
Don't need
probably
that.
going to be taking over the entire time.
Sebexia, your ears are twitching. Is there something you wish to say?
You wish
Don't know.
why?
I've got what I need.
Right.
The supply parts.
You might be missing one.
Which took our parts? What?
Parts.
Give us food and that's
No, it's supplies. He said supplies, not strictly
Okay,
food.
maybe you should determine what that will allow you before you go walking out of the door and ask what you actually want. Will this get me blah? Might be.
I don't know what blah is. It's an interesting material or a colloquialism of like a vaccine or something.
It means
Will this get me? Fill in your item here.
That's done. Yes, that you can use that one. That free card for a hood.
There's this coupon.
Pulls a
Only
coupon out of nowhere.
Only work for food. Whatever it was, but he gave me.
It's just like food stamp.
Yeah. Food supplies. Sort of basic raw materials for repairs of the ship.
So metal.
Some basic metals, yes. A small amount for repairs and things.
Small.
As much as you need for repairing a ship, sort of.
Well, it was quite damaged.
It's mostly a wooden
ship
ship.
as well that we need to repair.
It's mostly a wooden ship.
Sell that ship.
The ship was damaged. Don't tell Drew.
No, it wasn't damaged.
And that's the exterior. The whole interior is metal.
No, it's the one that I wrote on that said luggage, but someone else sold it. It's the spare ship that you're talking about. We sold that.
No, they are talking. They are taking.
So that ship has a
But they
lot
also
more than
pick-
just luggage written on it.
That's right. Yeah, everyone wrote it. But anyway, yes, wood and metal.
What are you doing?
Is there a particular material you're after?
It's metal.
It's spelled like a pen.
Particular project?
Something molested.
Some of the guards noted you were spending a lot of time when you were visiting here in the library, looking through a lot of some of my old research. Is there something in particular you're wanting to make or tinker with?
I have thought of something else.
I'm interested in getting into steam
No, actually, just
contraptions
like-
right now.
Oh.
Let's take a
Ow, ow, ow.
Come here.
One moment.
What?
And the king gets up and walks to the back of the
He
front
actually got up.
and walks out of the room. And you guys are left in the room with a few guys standing about, just kind of watching.
How have you been?
Fighting.
You think you'd mind if I took a seat?
Yes.
Yeah.
The queen is back up in her seat. She's just sitting there.
It's like,
Did she hear that?
How subtle were you?
He wasn't that quiet.
The moment you said, do you think they might, you hear the slight sound of armor going, as it seems like every guard in the room is just.
my mind just a little.
Just keep it warm for him.
We're being busy.
Fucking
Luggage.
cats.
Have you been well? Have you survived?
We're being busy. Getting toads. Fighting.
Was there more than one?
Getting a toad.
The toad's still in the room, though, isn't it?
The toad is still in the room, yeah.
I assume.
Johnny is attempting to try and ride the toad again, and it keeps kind of moving out of the way of him.
Some guards aren't caring about that.
No. They're here to protect the king and queen, and it's the prince. It's kind of,
Prince can do literally whatever he wants.
I've probably also seen this before. It lives here. He used to live
King.
here.
The king is so judgmental to have him as a son.
I wonder if he will know about the big versions of me.
Just like
Do
this.
you not remember the Titans?
Remember the tyrants. That's a good
probably
point.
history.
One thing, you know how you
By the way, your history actually went up.
you can
It was -1, but your wisdom has to be 13, so your intelligence went to 10, your wisdom went to 13.
you know how you can get the
Otherwise, you can't keep the character.
What? Really?
You have to have 13 wisdom to be able to multi-class into ranger.
Oh my god.
And we were talking about this at the last time when you had your sheets, and I went, wait, hold on, that doesn't work out.
Might need more intelligence too. That's right.
19.
Is it his character or was it Johnny's character? Okay.
He's a ranger.
Yeah.
He had 9 wisdom.
So, 19, yeah, you do remember that,
Hello!
Pizza too.
There be your pizza.
There you go, Mikey. Go get your food.
the cat's getting food. You do remember that
Dormouse.
there were a few projects for Titan style warforges to be built and constructed. You never physically saw one. You knew exactly, like almost a word of mouth kind of thing, that there was the potential of these things existing. And your time with Dante, he would often talk about them and how inefficient they were, as everyone else who seemed to, because he wasn't the only one who made warforges, but he was very focused in on quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other Titan ones were very focused on just being big and spicy.
Yeah.
So you weren't in the right kind of areas, but you knew of them.
Project Tyson?
Yes, big meat.
Not too much.
Just leave it to right. Find some. Maybe it's a big good.
More likely to make it than find one.
Did Fitz have something he was going to say, or?
Waiting for the king.
Oh, so, you know how you get the phoenix feathers, you can take the feathers off a phoenix, use on a leaf blower. I did the same with a fur from
Yeah.
Falcor. What do you do for the frog? Does it just spit in a jar for you? Scrape some
Yeah, if it's milk or something.
No, you take it.
More weird intelligence.
What part of this thing can I use in my leaf blower?
14.
You do know that amphibians tend to shred skin.
Shed.
Shed.
I would assume so. The bear heads its fur like a normal bear does, and the bird heads its feathers like a normal bear does.
This frog turns to liquid.
Only if it wants to. What happened? I wonder what happened to scale or skin when it came off. We'll find out.
Frog
What
toad.
are reptiles?
And reptiles definitely shed their skin.
That, yeah. It's not necessary.
Is that right, little bubba? Hey? Is that right,
Am
little
I having an anatomy lesson?
I've been trying to give it since the very mention of this place.
Maybe when it turns to
It's canon now.
It's both a frog and a toad.
Frode.
Not the top.
Yeah. I don't know what you think. Like
Anyway.
one-on-one.
I'm not.
or something.
Come on. Let's get another little bit better.
Whoa.
And they pass it on food. Oh.
The door opens and the king wanders back into the room and walks over to his chair and stops before sitting down and turns around and he's holding a sort of a makeshift book that looks like it's more likely notes that have just been attached together in a folder. And he holds this out in your direction.
This is a clear file.
Are these your notes?
A copy of them, yes.
Well, they're not mine.
And he hands them to you and goes, you may have seen a couple of variations of, well, him walking around in the library.
Yay.
Sort of automaton one was.
Yeah.
There's some of the basic designs for there. It's early stage Village.
For him.
Sure.
Similar to not quite as intricate.
You've
Fascinating.
I must go see
I'm
me.
interested in reading upon that.
I don't know why I keep looking at Catch. I don't know. Yeah.
Catch did just say, yeah, I saw that.
I could help you translate it. I mean, you probably know more than me now.
But you're looking at me because you're just looking at me because I'm dirt.
So yeah, I'd be curious what you would make of the notes and go in a possible different direction. See if you could come up with something.
Well, I made these. And Fitz pulls out one of the steam grenades and he hands it.
Hands it to him, and as he pulls it away, he pulls the pin out. Don't pull out a food.
He takes the grenade from you.
And then as he's holding it, Fitz grabs out the leaf blower.
He's holding this and he takes his monocle and kind of examines it and goes, fascinating. That's an interesting way of using it.
Just wait.
And then you're holding the leaf blower and he's kind of looking and goes, what's that core?
What you do is, and Fitz will grab one of the, I guess, a bit of fur,
And then he reloads it up into
Yeah.
Yep.
and then activates it.
So which direction do you cast this?
At the big heavy thing standing there.
At the frog.
He's the protector!
It's not really a damaging.
No, it
That's
pushes
just damage?
No, it
Okay.
pushes.
He's gonna cover him in dirt.
This turns and basically casts gust that just blasts out of this leaf blower thing and hits the toad, and the toad goes.
Is Johnny on top of it?
And
Not anymore.
Oh.
Fitz won't care about that. And now we grab the
So Johnny crashes on the other side of the room, and the toad just looks like all its skin's just been blown back, and it moves like 3 feet back and just kind of stops, and it's just like.
Not the kind of blowing Johnny was expecting?
that was fair from me. And now this is from the Phoenix. And you'll put that in there.
And if you remember, it takes a while for it to actually charge before it works.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
sadly, it takes time to charge. So.
Yeah, think of that. I'll come back tomorrow to burn the place down.
I can do that now if you'd like.
No.
Eyes glaze over to red.
Protection mode.
Neat.
Definitely different sorts of thoughts and things. Yes. No, take these notes on this. I would be curious to what you would make of this.
Build me a super weapon.
I am already here.
I'll come back to you when I've made some more inventions.
It's stark.
Pass me your the note for the show.
Oh, did you know I can do this too?
He takes the note. He opens it up and then
Nah.
writes something. And then near the dockyards, when you are there carrying supplies for the ships and things, there is a blacksmith that should be nearby. Let him see the lower part of that.
Okay.
Did you defeat the people that were holding the toad captive?
No.
Could they are you protected? Could they retaliate? Should we
They
leave our
don't know
friends to
who
protect you?
stole the toad.
Leave your friends.
One's on the boat. To help.
We're a bit more aware of the actual targeting of the toad and stuff.
Are you hiding pizza from me?
We could potentially depending on the toad, he turns to the toad and goes, depending on what the toad wants to do, we should be.
Understood.
I believe we've got a few specialized warriors who are sectioned here at the moment. One of them came in here earlier, actually. Speaking of which, the dragon walnut was with your party before. Where is she?
She had to go find a healer. Your son inadvertently locked her arm off.
Bones really wanted her skin.
I tried to get it back on there, but it didn't quite work.
Where did she go?
I did say it.
You're looking for a healer? Was, yeah. I would assume the temples for the healer. The one.
The Hades temple.
That's the one. Yeah, that guy.
Right, we've got a chat about connected there. I'll send a message there. I'll thank her for things, and I might actually involve her. Yes.
I was thinking of just going over there. Do you want me to send anything over?
Oh, if you were going in that direction, let her know that I'd like to speak with her about this discussion. Potentially hiring a hunter or as one of the church members, depending what she wishes to do in terms of being around the castle. That might, the skills might be
Protection for the toad?
potentially more protection from the ones who stole the toad, as she seen them firsthand. A bit more helpful. So I assume you're all heading off to this next location I pointed out before. This
Yes.
power source.
So,
Well, you just hate the roleplay, don't you? You just hate the roleplay part of it. You gotta wait for the fight to turn.
So the place of the power. Yes.
we'll be looking out for them.
Yes.
And I can teleport to two of them already.
Allocation.
From
Phoenix.
around two of them. The
Yeah.
Phoenix, I now can teleport to the water one. I can teleport now. Can teleport
I have a sword.
Where are we right now?
I'm pretty sure I stole them.
You still Johnny's.
Johnny's what?
You
But
guys
then
are
got another one when they return.
basically here.
Mikey.
It'd be nice if we could get that one by the red. The Phoenix.
You want what?
You get access to them.
Yeah, tell me that.
That's Neilhart. That's Silverthorn.
Oh, right, wow.
Oh, and I
That's Roland Bay. And that's the Phoenix Burn.
like Luggage has all the teleporters we've been to. He has the record of.
And over here is where Dio's temple was. Food.
Which one was the
Just past the yellow one, so in this sort of area over here.
Direction of the dragon.
The dragon is more this way. Towards the grey area that you're familiar with.
I mean, every direction is technically towards him if you keep going far enough. If that's your worry, you'll never be able to move.
No, it's flat earth.
Can't you see it's flat? How can I make that round? Makes no sense.
Oh boy.
Nice wall surrounding the outside. Over top
Is that right, little dog?
Are you asking the king for anything?
Ketchup's not bothering. King don't like him. I got really high charisma rolls, and the king was just like, nah, bitch.
Try anyway. No.
I got a hood out of him.
That's,
Friend have any requests? They didn't give you any.
I haven't heard anything from them. I'll double check with them and then we might retcon maybe a gift or two, but for now.
This segment of the role-players for retcon.
Ketch just wants to check in, I guess technically with the queen, not the king, but that the kids arrived and are all fine and settled and...
Did you just say the kids are here?
Yeah, just checking in. Kids all good?
Yeah, they were dropped off.
The queen is like, yes, the ones that were brought in before with
Aaron.
Yes, no, there is a section of the guests section area where people can come and hang out. Sort of, they've been there from the time. A few of them are locals and will potentially be sent home. Other ones that aren't, well, we'll figure out where their homes are from there.
Okay, cool.
There was one that once there we had a message from that apparently his parents were adamant that he letting him go on an adventure, and has since spent some time in the library.
You and one of his friend.
My friend.
That would be a Timothy?
It's Kenny.
Kenny.
Timothy is my spy.
That's right.
Tintin.
Tim. Curtis. Technically, he has been following us. We
forgot that he existed. Yep. Sid's standing in the room and just kind of Angola and everything because he's standing in the king's chambers and also just seeing utter chaos. And then actually moving slightly closer to Falcor, hanging out with Falcor.
Oh, yeah.
Sid?
Hi.
Yeah.
You were part of the rescue. Do you want something from the king?
The king.
Well, come on. Walk closer to him.
Sid looks up to the king, and the king kind of looks down at him. Yes. What would you like? And I'm an aspiring mage of sorts, sorcery and things. Can I have something that could potentially help me with that? And the king looks at him and goes, in what way? In casting and research? What?
I walk up to him with an empty book. Here's a spell book. You don't need to fill it.
So looks at the book and then looks at the king. And the king readjusts his monocle at him and goes, what can you do?
Judge.
And Sid goes, I can do this, and sort of starts waving his hands, and you guys notice his fingers glow a little bit, and he starts drawing a rune in front of him, similar to how Aaron does his spells, and casts an illusion of himself in front of him. He goes, that? The king goes,
Golf clap in the background.
interesting.
I'm being very restrained with Luggage right now. And I can do that.
Yeah. Ketch is holding back.
Go have a moment. Go into the library. Look for. And he sort of pulls out a little piece of paper and writes it down and
No, my friend.
leans forward and wanders up tentatively and sort of takes this piece of paper and goes,
Immune.
there's a bunch of numbers, sir. And the king goes, yes. Those numbers will indicate you to a book in the library. You may take that book. Let the librarian bot thing know that you're taking it. And Sid goes,
Librarian bot.
okay, do I just tell it I'm allowed to, or? No. You just place that in front of it. It will find the book, and it will recognize my handwriting, and will allow you to take the book. And Sid goes, oh, thank you. He sort of walks back down.
I love how you looked over and making like,
Dribble pipes up.
copying the
Books. What?
handwriting. Think about copying handwriting and being able to take literally every book without an issue.
Sid takes this and folds it up and puts it in his pocket.
It's not something I can do or any of us can do. It's something I was thinking about.
Sid walks up to you and goes,
I
yes,
mean,
I didn't think I'd be allowed to. I mean, I helped a little, but I mean,
You got the kids out.
but I was part of the camp, though.
You still help.
You would have to make a check.
Plus, you're still around.
Skill, which means you can read it.
Better go get your book.
All right. Yep. I'll meet you at the front then.
Just go to the airship. On the docks. You won't miss it.
Okay. You guys watch as Sid runs to the end of the chamber, stops, turns back, and goes, and then goes out the door.
is there something wrong with it?
He's in a castle. He comes from a tiny village. He's nervous.
Simple.
Luggage lower.
Simple.
Hands in half bowing as he does his fucking
Someone grabbed his X's and just. Anything else?
Do we have any other requirements? I have things, I have stuff. You have something for you. It will take me time. Hold on. I technically have to go back to get this because it's in our house. I could have carried it with me. If
Yeah,
I wanted to be that way. Otherwise,
Jeez.
didn't carry anything.
Useless. We have none.
Otherwise,
I would have. I'll retcon it that you would have taken it. You would assume you were coming from where they were anyway. Assume you were there first.
Has been
So you
retconned.
probably would have been fine before. So
I would, standing in the chambers with everyone around me, flip top lid, and pull out the breastplate that I used to wear.
the sound of scribbling is heard as the king is currently writing something down.
Bag of holding.
I noticed.
Flip top lid.
I was curious why I could see that there.
And I will hand it over to you. As I'm handing it over, it will just explain. You walk into combat.
I do.
You need to not get hit.
Ting ting.
Are you not a caster?
I am a caster.
As am I.
So why do you go in the life range of that?
Because I like to fight.
Same, but fight to your advantage.
I also get to
You're
shoot
a
dogs.
strange man.
Yes. I've been around for a while and I like
No
to shoot my
judgment,
dogs.
but you strange.
What happens when you run out of spell?
Good class.
I didn't even understand what you said.
Run out of spells.
What happens when you run out of spells? You've got a sword.
If
I
you
have a
always
sword.
make spells that you don't run out of.
And what happens if someone comes up close and tries to hit you? This will protect him if he was at range 4 in close combat.
Dodge!
And I will hand it to you.
I'll take it.
I got
Will
good
keep you
days
alive.
supplies.
It will probably help. I'm not as powerful as I once was with magic anyway.
Me either.
Someone in chat says they shall call me Death. It's Death Master. Okay.
Hi, Dan.
Ride a pale horse.
Yeah. We already see one of those now.
Yeah, we already have one of those.
Currently at a church. What else? What else? For now, that would probably be enough. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can put that on now, you can put that on later, you choose.
I think it's 10 minutes.
Yep, but you can carry it now.
Will you guys wait for 10 minutes and you one this gear on? Are you going to put this gear
No,
on?
I'll put it on when we get in the airship.
We've got a bag you can put it in. It's no longer my weight. I've got small space in there.
Well said.
Back.
Steep speech.
To go for the Hunters Guild. Did you become a member?
You ain't called out instantly.
You're a member of the Athenaeum and the Hunters Guild? This is.
Wow, don't wait. That's
See your badge?
Yeah, whatever. There.
Roll on description.
Wow. Where's my phone?
And be inside.
Yep.
Did I get advantage?
What was that line?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Actually, no.
No, you don't even need to roll. You know.
I remember hearing about you joining up.
Don't you people are calling each other out all the time? Good lord.
I'm not calling him out. I am asking him. What is he lying?
I plan on giving half to her,
Then-
According to you.
and then I'll give you some.
I believe he's a member.
I heard tales of a cat that joined the hunters.
At least from what I can see, I believe you're a member. I don't think that was... I gave you proficiency in animal handling because you gain 1 proficiency from rangers. I figured that would make sense for you.
Yep.
Possibly animal handling because bear thingy.
This is mate though.
Yeah, I don't.
I know. He's already got survival. He's already got insight. It's not really.
It makes sense that you would have picked it up though. Hanging
Yeah.
out with them.
Yeah.
Technically an ambush.
See your badge. Where did you learn? I will see this next time.
Oh.
See it?
I can make his first kill.
He's an initiate.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Pretty bad at it. He's still working through the trials.
He does shoot at things very well.
Mm.
That is his issue. It's he punching things like you.
To be pulled out and to be slowly being dug even further.
Puzzling group.
Look, pat you on the back.
Are you gonna sleep on this ash?
Indeed.
Want.
I do not sleep. He can have my room. He already does have my room because that's what he came on board.
Johnny never made me a room.
Except I think you've been sleeping on the whole
Yeah.
I sleep on the top of Valkyr anyway. Hey, I didn't call you your convict room apparently.
What is this called? I have finished it. Yeah, you're very chatty.
What was your deception?
Chewy.
Your deception.
Wow.
Okay, sweet.
Oh my god, you're
I hope not.
So that was all for passing anything on
I was
to the
just trying
starter.
what's the
Ketch was debating whether he was going to try to
Was it
assist you in that
roll-
too.
That was all for passing on to the starter.
Yeah.
Farah?
Power.
Farah.
Farah.
Yeah.
Like Farah.
Let her know that you'd like to
Wings for style.
hire and
Not
essentially pay the church or the guild, depending on what she wishes to go with, as she seems to associate with both.
Yep.
And I'm aware that a lot of their members like to try and remember things from temples and such.
I'm going to teach you how to say that.
Aaron's taking his leave as thing.
Bye, Queenie.
The queen will wave
Oh, you just sort of glance at the king.
as you guys all go to leave. Sessions.
I already know it's going to be cool. Okay, not terrible.
what's the proficiency level?
16.
10.
Ooh.
Is it above 10?
13.
Oh, look, wings.
You're at the,
You know what?
your foot.
What did you roll on your dice?
Where did I put my phone? I can hear it.
I hear it out there. You probably took a wiki when you did that. He rolled an 11 on that.
Okay, there.
Professor couldn't see that.
No, it's alright. 10 with the DC. You guys all see as you start to leave, the Queen starts sort of doing something, and she starts to change from being a toadling into a human with slight bluish tint skin.
Oh man.
Cool. It's the
What again I see?
As you guys sort of start to leave.
That makes sense why the assassin didn't know about the queen.
Stealth.
I go to Hank.
You should really teach your son that.
Hank is standing at the door as you guys immediately open. Johnny goes to say something stupid, and Hank is just like, "Yes, master. The bag is ready."
Is this an item or a person?
Oh, yeah.
It's an item. A bag of spoons and other things.
The spoon.
I don't have one. I threw it.
So, yes.
The king told me to give this to you.
Very well. Give me a moment and I will fetch the two. Side note, are any of you helping with the cleanup out the front?
What do
Oh,
you
what
need to
front?
do to clean? What needs to be cleaned up?
A dead goblin,
I was like starting to walk up as I. What?
a dead goblin, and a bit of damage.
I can get rid of anything.
I
I can
mean, the damage.
Oh, mend.
walk outside. And look at damage. Start spending on it all.
All right, very well. Right.
And then once I'm done with that, I'll possibly break off the arm.
As you wander around, you can see the guards who were there before have been sort of cleaning damage that's been done to the pathway and things, and sort of fixing things up. You can walk over and you sort of put the bricks together and cast mending and fix it and stuff. There is still a sidewalk goblin that's just lying in the middle of the ground.
I will. Walking up to one and then stuff. If you're gonna pick it up. Happen.
How are we exiting? By teleport?
We do not have a teleport to the area.
So ship.
As you
I'll
guys
meet you guys there.
Airship. You know where to go?
Point towards wherever the
the docks area.
Yeah, dogs.
Shut up.
That general area.
As Catch sort of disappears with Dio in tow,
New best friend.
We shared
there was a moment, and as you guys are about 3/4 way down the path, the rest of you see a small kid just run out of the library and go,
Oh. Well, that's where I was headed.
and then bolts down the path into Catch's direction.
Has he got a son?
A tag along. Yes, the son.
Yeah, you hear a voice. Just go.
About a minute or so after, he's run up and caught up to you. And he just stops and just goes,
I was just coming back to you.
It's walking.
"Someone said you were leaving."
Hey! We're talking!
Someone said you were leaving, so I'm coming. I'm here.
So you're coming with me then?
Yeah.
You wanted...
I'm an adventurer. My parents said I should.
Checks me up.
Okay. Come on then.
Wander down.
They're gonna get big soon.
About a minute later, Hank comes back out and he's holding two hoods.
Oh,
Yoink.
already down the path.
Did Catch remember or did Rick remember?
I'll grab it.
Touch you both. No, yeah, catch for
That
gold.
one's for catch. I'll deliver that. Thank you.
He's funny enough.
He didn't need gold. Actually, did he? For the gold?
No, he gave you the gold.
Okay, cool.
He's giving you two different sections of gold. Gold for hunter, and then he's paying you 10 gold to deliver the book. Yeah, he's getting 10 gold to deliver a book. And so what
Are you still with me?
Yes.
give you 500 gold. Okay. The other's gonna want shit. Now I'm giving 4,000 to Peregrine.
Peregrine needs 4,000.
We are both hunters, and we both got the hunt, and we're splitting it.
You should know this as a member of the hunter.
Exactly. You're still with me.
Initiates. Lower pay.
You're very frank.
No.
Entertain her in different ways.
Don't entertain her. Try and put her in.
I could do a swashbuckler. If you get to the right Athenian,
They just keep it going until
this
she
thing
gets
be worth
to
quite a bit.
the slipper. I know.
If you roll up, that's the business set. Basically what I'm saying. Between 100 and how much?
What's occurs?
Yeah, between 100 gold and 100 platinum, depending on your charisma study.
Oh,
It's the swashbuckler coins, the antique coins from I can't
On Sonic. Yeah.
and someone can go.
Did he bring you here now?
You gonna complain?
No.
No, it's either the 500 gold or this.
Charles delivery.
I take yours.
Yep.
Son or many? I choose him.
Full blue.
Oh, shit. If you want to convince me, that's my role.
I mean, I'm more convincing more than a warlock.
I want to give it
Hey.
Alright. I'll give it a 10 as well. We take a minute.
Hey.
Whoa.
That was a bit hard. Sorry.
What instruments did you know in your time?
What instruments?
Like saxophone. Yeah.
What instruments do I know?
I can use them for my advantage.
You may use modern existing.
Modern stuff?
You may use modern existing things.
Oh shit. Have you heard of an electric guitar?
I think you might have to show me. This will pass that I've got the name of it.
Oh, the musical thing?
The
Oh shit. I got nothing to power in.
I don't think you have to power.
It's either wood or power, you might have it.
Yes, you do have a power source.
Or a amp or something, we need to make an amp.
So Fitz is handing you that.
Also,
Okay, yeah, so it's pretty similar.
we need to start doing this.
And
Yeah, I was thinking about this. I grab it and it turns into an electric guitar.
It looks like a guitar.
Yes, but
Or a sitar, sorry, is probably the closest we would have. But
it's a power lute or something.
Hmm.
There's it won't make much sound. You have to plug it into an external device.
Like what?
Like what?
Like what?
I don't know how they're made. I don't know how to play a thing. Oh, yeah, you can turn into an acoustic guitar. Can it just change?
It looks like a lute.
I think you have to roll. Is it roll it say?
The changes is thought and by thought. It changes instantaneous and by thought.
So yeah,
Okay, it turn into an acoustic guitar.
yeah. Now all the bonuses are already at the bard is with it. That's right. Yeah.
Now it looks like a lute.
Well, it looks like a loop.
Sounds better. Let's drum.
Actually, roll me a performance.
Oh shit.
How well can Aaron play a guitar?
Probably. It's been a while.
Charisma.
I'll play
Play
classical
free
gas.
Phoenix.
Classical gas. 18.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks like they really haven't seen there. And outside.
A mistake.
I'm assuming you guys are walking and talking.
Yeah. What's an instrument that's modern that they wouldn't see in this time? Synthesizer?
A theremin.
Requires a power source. So.
And technically it's its own power source if it's got batteries.
Again, requires a power source.
I wonder.
So it briefly thinks of a theremin, and so this box appears with two poles sticking out of it.
I wonder
Nothing happens. So.
I would like to take the raised dead piece that I use and see if it will work as a battery.
Raised dead?
So you know how with my animate dead it takes pieces of me which animates them?
Yep.
Using that like style thing. I'm wondering whether I can
No.
plug it in.
No.
Another instrument.
Oh well. Was worth a try.
Luggage has a bit more of a chip on his shoulder.
Oh, by the way, I can do this too.
And it looks like instruments that like weird ball thing that when you tap it, it makes a different sound everywhere.
Oh,
Angel drum.
I think it's the
Hang drum.
hang drum. I know that's not really modern thing, but
Would like a
Wait, do you mean literally just
record player count as well?
what? Like the bowl that's metal? Theremin, we already did.
there's one that I keep seeing this guy like
yeah, no,
and you
that's
tap it anywhere and it like plays a nice tune.
isn't that powered as well?
No, that's not powered. It's
No,
just
It's probably something that we have in this time.
Mm.
And
This time, I assume it would be.
because it's just a piece of metal
Yeah.
that you just set in different places.
And the sound's based off the air being sucked through it. Yeah.
And we're in the corner.
That turned into a modern drum kit. Like a metal drum kit.
So you guys are walking and Aaron just kind of stops in mid-walk and you're aware this... Aaron is just kind of standing there with his
I'm going
like,
to do
hand.
another performance.
He doesn't have any drumsticks though.
12.
Yeah, so Aaron starts just going...
Is there any sticks on the ground?
Roll me perception.
13.
Yes, there's a couple of random sticks there. Right?
I'm drumming with the sticks.
So like a drum roll.
So we carry it now. As I say, coming over trying to pick up Blick one and each.
Turn it into a loop.
As you go to pick it up, it's the whole thing is attached to the whole thing.
Huh, that makes it easy.
What instruments did Luggage know?
Many. I mean, all the ones that you do as well. With the
Yeah, with a history check. Depending how active the Luggage was with musical things.
I'd at least know whatever they would have had in the army to do their marches.
Sure. Is it turned to an army march?
Yeah, from the big, like, 6
It just turns into a
a
army
single
drum.
drum around here with the sticks on the ground.
Basic training.
That works. Anything else? I'm walking.
I will meet you all
Please hand the magical items of Luggage. As he currently now technically is the one wielding it.
They all go in here anyway. It's alright.
I will meet you all at the airship. I need to go to the Temple of Hades for a moment.
Should I try and play 2 characters at once? No.
I need to briefly play.
I know.
I'm
No,
not
but
gonna go.
should I follow? No, I think we'll...
I am Luggage. I am very. You like.
I am Luggage. I'm Farragut. You look weird. But made of metal. You do too.
You can talk to yourself for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I end up doing half the time.
I know.
Actually, you got practice. You'll be fine.
No, okay, follow this one over to the ship, seeing as technically 2 people we don't know were heading for the ship before us. One person I don't know, one person I kind of know, but don't know too.
I'm assuming Johnny's with you guys as well, so you guys all split off, so...
Oh god, him.
So,
I remember you. I brought you back from the dead multiple times.
Did you die this time?
So, Aaron, you wander up to the Temple of Hades, and like you get there. You've been to this temple before with everyone else, and you notice the main doors are closed.
Yep. I walk up and knock on the door.
Farragon, you're sitting in the front part of the temple, and
Oh wait, no. I don't knock on the door because they would actually disturb someone if they're in prayer. Is it unlocked? Okay. Can I
That's not disturbing.
It's better than
it doesn't squeak. No.
Okay.
As you slowly open it up. As you open up, you notice Farragon's right up the front of the temple, and there are two sort of clergy people sitting up next to her, and they appear to be casting healing magic over her arm. And they stop. And Farragon, you essentially all your hit points have been returned, for lack of a better way of describing it, but your arm still has that weird non-connecting feeling to it.
If they stop and just. For the first time, you're probably actually seeing me without plate on as well. This actually now I'm sitting and relaxed. Still not right. Something's wrong. I stand up and go to pick up my warhammer. I start to sweat. Oh, hello.
Hello, friend.
Can I? You're 2 inches away from where I choose to look. He's like, right there.
Hello, audience.
Actually, yeah, the camera's there. Hello.
Hello, friend. How are you feeling?
Odd. Well, mostly fine, but odd. You ever fallen asleep on your arm?
Yes.
Yeah,
It will come back in time, I'm sure.
I hope.
Practice. You'll get the feeling back. That wasn't really armor.
Protected. Ow. It's not a shield.
It can be.
You moving on?
We are heading off, but I thought I'd stop by with the reward for the toad.
Oh, I require no money.
But you are part of the guild.
It's true. Also part of the temple.
We were given 8,000, so I shall split 4 with you.
I look at like me and the two priests that have been standing there all just look like dumbfounded as like almost that. Because they know that it's not going to me.
Consider a token from
The third priest wanders into the room and it's just like sort of wanders up with him. we were this close to rent this week. We have to settle the thing. And he walks out and he's like, "I'm sorry, everyone. We couldn't make taxes this week. We don't have enough gold this week."
How about that 4,000 gold that I'm just about to? I finished a quest.
Humor is good in this time, my child, but
She is not being humorous. As I hold out a bag of 4,000.
very well. You know,
Gold?
gold.
he turns around and walks back into another room. And
I
then
guess I should hand that over to him. Oh, no wonder we have trouble with money. I will go hand it back to him and come back and give you the old with
The Ani handshake.
live well, kill well.
Oh, and another thing. The king is quite wanting to discuss with you about possibly hiring you as assistants around the castle. Quite interested in your skills, especially with knowledge of the Phoenix camp.
You hear that, Alan? I might be able to make rank next week too.
well, the week after.
1,000 a week. That's pricey.
Have you seen where we are? The picture is like the only other world entity in existence other than the castle. It's its own like castle.
Yeah, hold on, pull it up.
She looks so cute now. She would stay that way for your whole life. Sleep.
Is it one of those sides? Never mind.
Little right in between them. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. And finish
That-
up here and try and head off. Yeah,
Right.
into world existence.
Until our next hunt,
Indeed.
I'll pass on my I don't know, what do you fucking say? Gratitude? I don't know. I'll say hello to Dragon Chaser as well. The
If I
other,
don't see him first.
that is true.
You know, you have your missions. Then on one of them.
On to the rest of the places of power. Something might be a must, especially if people are trying to absorb power from elemental creatures.
Something is going wrong with the world. Anyway.
The other one.
Not our actual.
Yeah, I mean, there's something wrong with this world too.
Well, there's something going on with everyone.
Ferritin sort of suit the name Dragon Chaser there.
There was a
Understood the stories that have happened technically all from here much. But no, there's a reason why I'm not called Dragon Chaser.
I'll explain later.
I'll explain later.
Safe travels. So, bow and...
No. Safe travels. I'm staying here.
You said you're going to be there for a little bit, and then whatever
Who knows?
the future brings you, with the king or not.
This makes sense. I will agree.
It's eternally.
So Aaron will be the last to witness this. So Ketch and Dio sort of start heading to the docks and looking around, not knowing, because
We know the vague general.
vague general. You sort of start going semi one way, not quite knowing which streets to go in. And Johnny, knowing these streets quite well, you guys all converse into a cluster and walk out to the docks. And
Cat. Not Cat, sorry. Johnny, what are you doing?
you
Johnny Catch, what are you doing?
immediately eyes drawn to a boat that is currently looking like it's spilling over with ducks.
I something tells me that's where we're headed, yeah?
Dio will not. So Dio remembers this experience.
Okay. Yeah, not surprised. Seems appropriate.
Yeah, that's the barbarians.
Head towards the ducks.
No, I've written up a setup for where everyone's standing, so just give me 1 second when they're all standing. Do you guys have any comments at all to the so you guys start
These guys technically have to do something first, because by the time
Aaron catches.
we would be like a minute behind, then you'd be a few minutes.
Yeah.
So
I assume Falco was with me, or has he just done his own thing?
Falco's been following you around. Yeah.
I don't keep track of him. He does his own thing.
Feel like that's better. It just is.
Mine's not a creature of chaos.
Well.
He's a creature of the wind. He just goes...
Creature of his own chaos.
Yeah, okay.
There it is. Right. Sorry. All right. So as you arrive to the side of the docks, just a look around, and Vandal is standing basically near the docks, sort of looking at the boat and just kind of staring at it. And standing next to him is McDougal as well, and the two of them are just staring at the boat as the two of you walk up to them.
You're 500
Hi.
on.
Vandal to there goes,
I can't
Hi.
get to where it's meant to be, because
don't mind the boat. It's
so
meant to look like that. Oh, dear. Oh, hi.
The ducks.
Yes, the ducks.
Ducks are meant to be there.
He sort of leans in and goes, not really.
I mean, I can get rid of the ducks.
Luggage and fifth, you'll have arrived now.
Ah, ducks are here. I wonder what Bark is up to.
Randall turns and goes, luggage!
Sandal.
Sounds like dinner.
Randall just goes, sort of braces himself with this massive hug and just goes,
Step back.
1 point of crushing damage. No.
Bludgeoning. There is no crushing. Bludgeoning.
My bad.
It's technically the same thing. Blunt force, bludgeoning.
I looked at Dio. This how we should be greeting each other?
Luggage, can you let go of me, please? Breathing is helpful.
He's a dwarf, right?
No, it's a human.
Yeah, still.
Well, to you, he's probably a
I also just dropped. And I walk to the front and go to climb inside.
So you wander up to the front, you get close, you start heading towards the front, and there is a, like, big, massive Bark and Dark were standing right at the entrance to the boat.
Hello, friends.
And Bark turns back and goes, hi.
You brought more ducks.
Yep.
Hi. Are
Why
they
not?
for defense?
No. Ducks.
Are they for food?
No. Ducks.
I'm just like a couple of steps behind, like.
Dark kind of just goes, are we going soon?
Affirmative.
This will be off going to go to the blacksmith. He's just gone.
I'm not dealing with this.
Ah, fuck. Guess I turn around to Leo and Johnny and Cat.
Are the ducks for food?
Negative. Ducks.
Bark stands past and goes, if he doesn't notice, yes.
Are you hungry? And I pull out some hard deck.
Except crunch. crunch.
So you'll go crunching. Roll me a perception.
So,
You go to eat it, and it's just missing. And there's the sound of this noise near you.
Red? Isn't it bacon that he likes?
Oh, that's right. Bread. I forgot about that.
Multiple things. He just eats whatever he can get his hands on.
Making sure
it's like the puppies in Simpsons.
Yeah. You get a
Please, sir, can I have some more?
you get a message in your head.
still food left.
You get a noise near your ear, and you're still hearing this hovering noise.
And it's too.
And then Goose appears.
Hey.
While this is happening, I will hug Bark.
Bark will hug you back. Give me a con save.
So,
Well, I rolled one.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Bark just goes boom, and you guys all hear this click, click, noise.
I've got some work. Take that out.
And Bark is also holding luggage.
Get put down, mending pop. Smack.
Goose just sort of hovers and then touches your shoulder and then flies back a bit and then just lands down in front of you. And then just goes.
Like a baby bird.
An apple gets thrown straight at his face.
Disappears.
Ta-da.
Couple of people around you stop it.
Yeah, I'm looking through the apple, right?
The cash did the ta-da.
So that was
Dragon.
Bark turns here and goes, Goose.
Dragon. Designation Goose.
gotcha.
Goose.
Duck.
What's he pointing at?
It's pointing in like where Goose was.
Oh, okay.
There's no real discernible.
Goose.
The weirdest thing.
Wander onto the
As you wander, Bart kind of wanders with you guys as well, and 3 ducks are falling at the moment.
I'm gonna totally murder one of these ducks.
I've still got one more target to hug currently.
Duck is no
Duck.
AC.
What's this AC?
There's also Vandal and
Roll me perception.
Only hug currently.
Harry Hand.
Roll me a perception.
Where's Ronald?
You be careful, you.
McDougal, he's up with Vandal as well, but
Oh,
he's
McDougal.
Ronald McDougal.
Oh, yeah. McDougal's actually for some reason easier than me.
Yeah, that's why I was remembering that. So
The guy I was horrifically scared to join us.
Oh, that one.
which reminds me, you also have your recruiter with you as well. Sorry,
17.
you have no idea where Dark is.
We'll hug him later.
He's your assistant. Yeah.
Unless you get a natural 20.
Carries the
No
other
one
ones
will be
even
able to
after
find
the bag of holes.
If he wants to do it.
I rolled a net 20 for him.
Where's the other Tibex?
Dark.
No,
No. The hobo that has a... not the hobo. The one that's got a
Pretty
gun
much
that was
is
setting
the
up
hobo.
arse. Did we take him with us? Did you take him with you?
I thought you left him at the kingdom.
maybe
I remember him
feel like
getting
he
like a
left.
reward or something from
at
the
one point he was on a stove. Shit, bro.
We probably...
No, you had him in battle, and then you went to leave Neilhart, and he chose to stay in his hovel outside of the city.
Which makes sense, it being his home. You know?
Yeah. He didn't want to come.
Oh, right, and there's Kenny falling behind me.
There's what?
Kenny falling
Okay,
behind me.
Kenny's wandering around. Yeah.
We need more beers.
Did make it.
Yeah, you
No.
you guys want he died
Yeah.
you guys wander onto the top of the thing, and Sid is sitting in just these massive things of ducks, and he's just kind of
Does he have a harpoon?
no, he's just kind of moving around them, and they're just kind of moving around him.
Stood on an airship with a harpoon.
I don't know the reference.
I don't have anything.
Yeah,
Oh.
I knew at least someone would get it.
I haven't played it.
It's a couple of you got it.
Thank you.
One of the best characters, Pete.
Yeah, Mikey, you were able to find them in the blacksmith area and give them this note, and like, when he wanders out the back and he comes out with like this sort of crate of things and just sort of plonks it in front of you.
Great.
How heavy is it?
That's will tap it a few times.
It's quite heavy. It's all the
His music influences us a lot.
Hey, he started putting it on after we did all this shit. And now it gets just improves it.
Fitz will try and use his foot to sort of move the box before he actually attempts to lift the your assistant. Yeah, it's a look back at the recruit.
just standing there, and he's just like,
Too bad you didn't ask Luggage to follow you.
"Can I help?"
Yes. And bones. And
Rose walks up, and the
The
other
other
one,
one.
the other one that hasn't been named.
Just
The
call
three
it
of
the
them
other
wander
one.
over, and they all kind of.
I wonder if we forget about them, but you can just call them, basically summon them. We just assume they've been following along.
Most of
The
them
last order was to follow him.
That's true.
There's a bit of struggling, but the three of them are able to lift up this container of scrap metals and other odds and things. And they
You walk at half spit.
they will work at high speed.
Meters. Around.
Fitz will say thanks. Thank you. Fine.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Twice as long to get
That's on top of the
See you.
Fitz will put 20 gold coins in the recruit's pocket.
Oh, well, you got generous.
And that's
We
the
need that
straw
money.
that breaks his back.
Doing pretty well for himself. I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
he wouldn't have been getting that where he was.
Actually, you're right.
His legs.
I have become a legend among that the Timber Hades for dropping off 4,000 gold.
You watched Kung? Is it which one? Kung Pao? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Kung
Or,
Pao.
no, Kung Fu Hustle.
Ah.
Not the chosen one, the other one.
Not chosen one.
Yeah. With the guy that like carries all the bread, all the like flour and shit, just tosses it all onto.
They're both sort of chosen ones.
Yes, they are. But I'm thinking they do with the legs.
Not chosen one.
Shit on the
So yeah, you guys spend the next hour or so supplying up the ship and getting yourself sorted to be ready to take off, basically. And then
I am literally just exploring the ship.
yep, just wandering around. Dio's probably showing you where everything is and stuff.
So where is my something?
They're just gonna order skeletons, take them up to the kitchen, and just start.
You can sleep in Luggage's room because I go to sleep in Luggage's room.
So how many of the ducks?
Technically, I could
I sleep on the top on Falcon.
It's someone giving away my room to someone I don't know.
That's true.
Don't orders for just keep doing it until it stops them
Black
or
and
someone
white
else
and
does.
a chair.
Nothing is
All told
Yeah.
otherwise. By any.
Yeah, when we get to Luggage's room, Ketch is just like, I like this.
This is my bedroom.
I'll take this.
I'll take this.
You know where to hear me. Unless you've been following me around, getting the tour from Dia.
Giving the tour.
Cool. So
Bedroom. This is the kitchen. This is where I make food.
so after about an hour, everything being set up and
Another ship
the airship being pre-prepped to run off and things, Vandal basically meets with you guys on the top deck area and goes, right, you're not there?
Showing up.
You would have turned up.
Okay.
Yeah. You would have turned up
Don't
about
exist
the time the
Sorry to
the
reroll your character.
Look, friend, we have ducks.
Yeah, you arrived to
Quackers.
Ronald standing out, sort of waiting for you, and Spitz standing next to him. With a couple of ducks under his arms.
There's still a lot of ducks.
There's still a lot of ducks. This is pre his thing, so don't worry.
Roughly how
Look,
many
it's standing at the top, waving at you.
I rolled for it.
We have ducks.
A lot of food.
Negative. Duck. I'm giving the same answer I was given when it
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fun thing of the song is called Fluffing a Duck, by the way. Just to add to the more of the better of this.
Keep your mind out of it.
I don't know.
As I go to my pouch, walking up. Oh, I'm out of skooma.
You duck.
I have a gift.
You have a gift?
I have a gift.
Another gift.
Yes, one that's less heavy.
If it's local to him, I need to go to him
Nope.
for something.
I will talk them, hopefully sell them.
What's the plan?
Don't show it to him.
I was told
what
by
is their
Chris
rules?
to give it to him, so I will give it to him. It's literally what their business is, yes. But I will open up my head and pull out a pouch and hand it to you.
Good. Open it up.
And there are 10 uses of dried skooma.
Catch.
There are 9 uses of
Right behind you. Yes.
Anyone know who partakes?
Don't do this thing when you're older.
So just kind of.
Drugs are bad and carry Kenny.
good jug back.
Bingo.
Are you like in
Are
the
you-
top or doing it?
I assume
Or on the top?
I'm on the top.
Yeah, you guys are basically on the top deck. Set up.
I'm a top too.
But you're both below me.
So the bridge part
Rather
that
not bottom
you guys connected on to walk up and down is sort of brought back in, and you guys sort of start walking around. And Vandal walks into the main dock area and starts hitting something in the captain's sort of cockpit area, and the airship sort of shakes a little bit, and he sort of walks out and goes, "So I've fully charged it. We've got 8 hours of flight. I did take it for a little bit of a spin. I can take off a little bit, and Ronald's pretty good at that as well. We've got a bit of a handle on driving this.
Slightly worried that our NPCs could steal our ship.
Your NPCs that are either fearfully loyal to you or otherwise, yeah.
Just a friend.
I feel like he's not as fearful now. He kind of notices we're not that bad.
Well, I mean, at the moment he's just seeing a bunch of ducks on the deck of a ship, so he's probably thinking we're a bit odd.
How long will this travel take?
It took you guys a week to travel from Silverthorn to Rowan Bay, and that's
The little green dot down
the
below.
little green dot there to there, and you guys are going about the same distance there.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
So you've probably got about a week's worth of flight.
Also, I just realised you're the best for the battery. You can charge it straight up
I
and
know,
then
but
take a
that's
nap.
Yeah.
Not even now, I can just
No,
look
a
at
nap.
it.
Totally walking
That's why
battery.
a nap, rather than a sleep.
Don't
But
joining you
speaking of, I need to sleep.
currently
Oh, God,
point of
it's
exhaustion.
Oh no!
Which
Which bed
Johnny
are you
still has
sleeping?
exhaustion as well.
Yeah, Johnny does. Yeah.
No, Falcor, come here, I need to curl up.
No, that's where he sleeps.
Not anymore.
There's enough room.
Fight buddy.
Vandal and Ron go. Where are we going?
Who's a map?
There are a few maps.
Go on the phone.
Okay.
Anyway.
Do we all know, or is only certain people know? I wasn't here the other,
Yeah.
so I don't know who knows.
I think the party will have. It's you guys have different locations, and it all depends on where you're actually heading as a group.
I have this location, and this location, and this location.
What is your potential?
That's the point. Are we going to where
Silverthorn.
Theo's enemy was originally headed?
Why are we going to
The temple,
Yeah,
Theo's enemy, or
the
Fitz was going on about wanting to go to the Silverthorn.
Where do you want to go to Silver?
That guy went there.
I get out of the ship and I tell him to follow me. Wait here.
Where are you
Are
going?
you gonna follow me?
Where are you from?
To Silverthorn.
Oh, you got the teleporter.
Yeah?
We could fly there.
Like roll me an intelligence.
Are you trying to give me a history to remember the teleport?
No,
16?
you're smart enough to know that if it took a week for the airship to fly from Silverthorn to here, and this guy's on foot, taking a teleporter there means you're probably going to have to wait about maybe 2 or 3 weeks for this guy to walk to Silverthorn to meet him there.
Oh, okay, it's not already there. We'll come back.
We can meet him halfway.
We can teleport there at any point. Maybe we should leave a message with them. I start walking back upstairs. I wish to find a weapon, a dead thing, the Titans. What was the other thing? We were talking about something the other night, and I can't remember what it was.
It's
I
all
hold it.
dead things in the kitchen.
I hold up a dagger. Now I can make that thing.
There is plenty of
I just want to know where you guys
Got the weapon.
I also require. I have found a mine. Hence why I require mining materials. But there is ruins, caves, something to explore. While I may be all powerful, I am not completely powerful. I decided I would ally myself. Perhaps now, perhaps later. Another goal. Listing off the places I want to go.
It's just like confusing.
Fucking disgusting.
You pick it up eventually. How we talked.
Affirmative.
That's player saying that.
Player about character.
Catch them.
Yeah,
What's the most dire place we want to go?
Theo was very interested in the temple.
Dire would be main mission because killing elemental creatures. Bad.
It's one thing on the way to another.
I mean, I think mine is. It was in that sort of region, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, one of them, yes,
So we're
Which is what?
we're
Not blue dot.
blue dot,
so we're there.
And
Yep.
we're going to the left.
yellow dot.
We're going all the way to the other, and mine was about halfway between ish, somewhere around this.
Yours is closer to Brown Dot.
Well, we can make a
So we could go.
Yeah.
It's to get that. It's not a.
I'm literally holding the map that I.
You're holding the map while we're in the captain's table with a map in front of you. You come over in front of us.
I've actually got it marked off on that map.
This map would also probably have the temple on it, as well. The base map that
There are multiple variations of maps.
Some maps have some marks, some don't.
Yes. And I'm happy with this if this is a requirement.
Here.
Well, if it's one of your
Desires.
desires,
Mush it
on the way. A little bit on the way.
I don't know how I will find it.
How do you know it's there?
I was told. By Jeeves. And by Chiefs. Oh my god, I forgot my tutor's name.
Quentin.
Quentin, thank you. My brain. It's been a long time.
We'll go there then. And then go up to the temple since it's basically across the lake.
This is a team decision. It's two people talking. I'm looking at the rest of you.
I'm a
More these two, those three.
Dia wants to go, from what I remember the last session, Dia wants to go back to the temple because that's where her family murdering people in the direction we're supposed to be in.
Oh,
So,
yes.
On the way.
And that was potentially connected to the Phoenix people as well, wasn't it?
potentially.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we
So
could-
it's a potential lead as well.
We
If
can,
not, then it's still people that were trying to murder
Yes.
people that
so we could go to the temple and then go down and get your weapon. If the temple's more dire.
Well, if this episode is technically going to be a travel episode and we want out of character, as a note, we probably want to go to my place first so that we can fuck around doing that, and then tomorrow, next week, when Dio's here, if she's here, she can do her thing.
Yep.
And actually confront her past, whereas if we go now, we might fuck with that. After
That's
you,
Like
No.
2 or 3?
No, that don't meta decisions.
Things can take a long
Yeah,
time.
there are multiple variations to things.
It does make sense to make a small detour and then just continue.
isn't our home? Mealheart is the
Green
Mealheart's down here.
that one. So it doesn't matter.
And there's teleporters all over the place, so I assume we should just teleport wherever we need to return.
We need to know the
So much we can find.
Yep.
Teleport.
this
We know.
Luggage. You and Drew were made aware of this when Jeeves' core had opened up, that he knew of the locations of his active teleporters. He just doesn't know the rooms to them. And
They're
those
typically at the
they are basically these little teal things.
Fine.
And the one there is
There
one for the water place though, right? Which is
Blue green.
on the blue.
Yeah.
block?
Yeah. All
The
the
big ones are too.
yeah these big ones, the yellow ones, are like points of like interest of power that has been pointed out, like large points of like just pure energy.
These people.
He's got a key.
Yeah. The question I have for that though is the fact that they're in the teleport in
Super
the
fan.
town we're in.
Changling is key.
Yeah, but it's technically not shown.
No, it's because it's other multiple colors. Yeah.
Come on.
It's both-
I like to push it a little bit.
So anywhere that is penta green or the big little dot, you can teleport to.
You just need you know
How
the
to read
room,
a map?
you know the rooms for
Fine, pretty natural, man.
there so far.
And
And-
water.
Point out, I can actually read the top of
So the green one that you just pointed to
I don't know how to say the word.
down and to the left.
I can read
Not near heart.
mountains on a map.
Roland Bay
This one here
is
No, not sure. You have me
is the
question.
roll down.
Chronological
right, sorry.
top of
Yeah.
something.
and then Silverthorn, then Neilheart, then
Is
Finger
it top something?
and
Mentioned.
No,
Type of
Mansion. Right, cool. Yeah, happy. So
terminology for like map reading.
cartography.
Yeah, let's cartography it. But the
Like-
type of map, the top of
The
Top-
topography.
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 For like reading mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break as we discuss things about maps.
Yeah, that's probably.
We'll be back in a moment as soon as we finish conversations of maps.
I can't read keys, but I could read mountains.
Hey there, you beautiful person, you. Do you like podcasts? Well, that's a stupid question because of course you do. Hi, my name is Harley and I'm from the Necropodicon Network. I'm here invading your personal space because I wanted to invite you to come check out our shows. Oh man, we have a whole bunch, just like a big old assorted bag of candy type of deal. We have true crime, comedy, TTRPGs of varying kinds, movie reviews. The list goes on, I just don't have enough spit in my mouth for that. You can find all these shows and more on our website, necropodicon.com. We also have cast and crew profiles for every show on the network. What that means is, you get to see our beautiful faces. For free! The website is constantly being updated, so come on over and have a good time. What are you waiting for? No, seriously, what are you waiting for? You're on your phone, right? Or computer? All you have to do is, I'll let you figure it out by yourself.
Just go, we're here. They're late. Da-da-da-da-da. Right. So, right.
I'm here.
So as the airship sort of takes off and you've given a direction and you guys are starting to sort of settle yourselves down a bit, I would normally get you to roll a perception to see if you could hear this, but it is very hard to not hear this. You hear the screaming of Bark going into a rage on the top deck.
I'm on the top deck, probably.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, and anyone on the top deck has seen Bark walk up to the top deck, and one of the skeletons is walking up covered in blood and going for another duck. And he's just standing there, and he's just like... He hasn't attacked the skeleton, he's just standing there, just...
Whoever's nearby.
It's the other one. It's not Bones.
What have you done? Bug? Calm down.
I will come up and stop the... I assume the skeleton hasn't actually got one, he's going for
He's going for one.
I will take to restrain.
You walk up and just go to stop it, and the moment you go to start to interfere with it, it immediately just goes...
Good. No more...
He's
No
still in a
more
rage.
down.
He's still standing there in a rage. He looks like he wants to kill the skeleton, but he's also aware that he's not supposed to hurt.
I will pull... As an interim, I will pull out enough bones to create a skeleton, raise it, and tell him to smash that one to let his rage out.
Oh, that's a good way of dealing with
Bark turns to the newer skeleton, runs at it.
I don't have the stats for them, but it's
No,
pretty easy to...
I just want to see if he's going to crit or not.
it. He missed it. Nah.
No, he's not
I
going
think
to
they've
crit.
got like 14 or 20 hit points or something, and
Yeah.
like a 13 to hit.
No, he'll pretty much annihilate it.
So you let him let his rage out.
Yeah, no, he'll annihilate that, because I think they only have like 12 hit points or something. So you guys watch as Bark runs at the skeleton, just, and its bones just shatter everywhere, and there's a hole that's now at the bottom of the deck, of the top area, and the sword is just stuck there, and it's just like...
I'll start picking up my the bits that are left off of the bones that I can gather.
Lean over to catch. That's why you kill chickens in the secret.
Ducks.
Ducks.
I pick up a duck, the most fluffiest, happy-looking duck I can. Wander over to Bart and go, duck, happy, fluffy duck. Yeah. Good food.
Takes the duck just kind of... It just holds this thing
I don't love it. Squeeze it too much, but
Look to the skeleton. Take me to who gave you the order to kill a duck.
Skeleton turns and walks straight to Fitz.
I rolled
Aaron first.
If you are hungry, I have food. We were given a lot of supplies as well.
There is that.
I know.
Quick,
Yeah, I
quick.
know.
Skeleton is, Bones Chillington wanders up onto the deck, starts walking towards the ducks.
Bones over here, come here.
Bones will stop. He walks over and just goes, and the happy face is there. He turns and looks at Luggage. It's just a big grin face of someone's
Constant smile on my face. I look back over at friends. Why did friends kill ducks?
Too many ducks. To be honest, too many ducks.
There is another way to solve that problem, and I just push one off the edge, and it flies. Would you like?
Clark is still mesmerised with
I'm just that good, yo.
Let's say, Bark is memorizing and start like picking up ducks and just placing them
Would
off
you like
page.
chilling to
Slowly.
turn up like this?
The same duck.
No.
That high charisma. It's low intelligence.
Maybe you should.
In intelligence.
I come over to try and help. No, wait, we did that one.
Let's just check the kitchen.
Okay. Let's start walking downstairs to the kitchen. Well, I'm on my way. I will pass so they're no longer covered in blood.
I'm pretty sure they're meant to be covered in that.
Oh,
Catch your hood.
Choice.
It's a hood.
What does it do?
it covers your head.
Does it do anything specific?
The hood itself? Yeah, it does.
It actually has stats.
The hood on its own, you have advantage on gas-based things if you're wearing a hood.
Actually, gas.
So I can.
And you
Up and
look it
down.
open and like go to think, okay, how do I activate this or something? And you're thinking this, and then suddenly this clean plastic kind of sheet kind of goes into a little box at the bottom part of your foot. So it's like you like a little camera
Can I
thing.
change how this looks? I'm like tapping on it.
Nothing changes when
You can dye it a different color.
Prestidigitation can't change it.
Nope.
Can't change something's color.
It can change the color of a like liquid, I think.
Okay, that kind of stuff.
Do you know how to sew?
And if you go to try and take it off, the clear thing just like rolls up as you. It seems to act like it's about to anticipate what you're trying to get it to do.
Oh, hush,
How's our-
hush you.
I had to.
Oh, hush you.
I was actually
I go and spend 10 minutes and put my new breastplate on, and then put my other garbs back over it.
Is the hood black? What color is the actual hood itself?
Yellow. No, proper PPE gear.
Neon thing.
Fluoro.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 is white, 2 is floral, 3 is black, 4 is grey, 5 is brown, 6.
It'll be hell.
Purple. White.
How long does this stuff last?
An hour. So you might need to give her a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, press D and change it into a black one. Just gonna pat it down a little. I'm in a studio with like a little white collar. Look very much like a priest.
You're right, Luggage. I feel protected in this breastplate. Go
What do you want?
figure.
Oh, that's what you want.
While we're at it,
It's over here, by the way.
in front of you, and
Hey. Go around.
put the infusion on it for you, so that you have resistance to force damage.
Yeah.
Force damage. Okay. You wish to have a change, ask. Otherwise, you will always have force damage resistance until I tell you need.
No, it hit his
On
mark.
the other side of the tower.
Oh, there. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so you guys basically spend most of the part of this day flying the airship.
The kitchen?
I go and sleep.
While you're going to the kitchen, yeah. You wander into the kitchen. There are a pile of duck heads sitting by the entrance. There is a bunch of ducks sitting on the table in the middle of the room. There is a massive pile of blood over the table and the floor. And there is a tabaxian sitting in the very corner who's been watching this whole thing, puzzled at what he's been seeing.
I collect a bunch of ducks.
Is it dark?
It is dark, but you
I
haven't
try to
followed-
make them stay and then sleep on.
Walking down. He said we should go to the kitchen, so I literally walked down
Okay,
to the
yeah,
kitchen.
so dark is in the kitchen. Yeah.
Friends!
You go home.
Yep.
You give me a athletics.
Sure, that does it. Good.
Sure.
Can't read that number.
It's a 10.
It's 16.
Nope. You go to try and grab him, and he slips out of the way, and then lands on the other side, and then on the door, stops, looks at you, and just goes, "Horror, man. First they were alive, and then not," and then just runs.
Fetz will grab him. But I'm gonna try and grab him before he runs.
Athletics.
19.
Yep, you're able to grab him, and he sort of stops. He's like, "Ugh."
Stall the ducks away. Yes.
In a minute. I need to hide from luggage. I like my organs.
Brr.
And he runs off.
You understand.
Overrated. Is there somewhere I can sleep? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make a pillow of ducks.
Oh, well, I mean, if you clean it up afterwards, it's okay.
I just sleep on Falcor, wherever he is.
Falcor's sitting on the top deck.
Where I'm on the top deck still.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys.
I literally just wander over to Falcor.
Yep.
Come here.
Fitz will grab one of his
I
blankets
like that.
and he'll chuck some of the ducks onto a blanket and then wrap it up and then he'll hand it to you. Pillow.
They'll quack me to sleep.
Gotta get rid of them somehow.
Biting on your ear and stuff.
What's that?
The dead ducks.
No.
Oh, the dead duck. Yeah.
What was that?
The red.
Luggage standing on the deck, seeing you just lying on a bed, will throw his blankets at you.
Oh, it's so nice around here.
Standing right next to you, just go right back down into low power mode, just
Oh, I have a
taunting
guard.
them. Yeah,
You still
God.
But
Oh yeah, luggage doesn't radio.
Random guy.
I'm nice. Look at
That's
me
what
being.
you use a remaining ducks to.
There are about 10 ducks sitting on the top of the deck.
I mean,
10 alive ducks
dead ones.
There are 15 dead ones. Yeah.
On the deck?
No, not the kitchen.
in the whole.
Fitz will start
There's
cooking.
still at least
Fitz will
15 alive.
start cooking.
No, there are 10. 5 of them are being shoved off.
They're ducks. They just flew back on.
Oh no, they don't have a reason to stay on the ship after they kicked off.
No,
Yeah.
Shannon. We were going. They were going.
Oh, okay. That was it.
Yeah. We weren't very smart.
We kept throwing the same duck over.
Right. My bad. I missed what actually they
The
happening.
smartest stuff in the group.
Okay.
We would go after the smartest stuff, wouldn't we?
Fitz will get the skeletons out.
So glasses. We gotta check that one off.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Fitz will get the skeletons to pluck out the feathers put them into a pile, and then Fitz will try and cook it.
Okay.
Just working
Cook the ducks.
Flying duck in
Burn the shit.
Pass me the cloth, please.
Yeah, that's easy enough for them to do. They spend a better part of an hour per duck. Like, they don't really know what they're doing other than just plucking.
Yeah.
There's no technique to it. Individual feather being plucked.
They might be better at it.
Wait, look, you're like, what did he do?
Bye.
You're dealing with that.
So yeah, you guys are all like, what are you doing for the rest of this? I guess afternoon or time
Sleeping.
sleeping.
I need to get my clothes back and to no exhaustion.
What else would I add to cooking?
More ducks.
Yeah,
Oh,
because there's a cook.
Survival?
Yeah, survival, because you don't actually have cooking training, do you?
No.
No.
What's our proficiency bonus right now? Is it 3 or 4?
3.
Plus 4.
is it
Wait, no, yeah, for you guys plus 4.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so 19 then.
You're cooking all 15.
Yes.
Huh?
No, what if I change it?
Okay.
He knows how to play. Yep. So
I mean, it's all paid now. He knows how to play. Efficiency, you know, just one sheet of paper. Good for the environment.
As long as you have your spells memorized, that's fine.
Mine keep changing.
yep. So
Whatever I want to use at the time.
yeah, you're able to cook a lot.
It's
Happily with
the
that.
same during one whole
You've got
game.
cooked ducks that I'm assuming you're putting into your bag of holding.
No, Fitz will make a meal. Fitz will cook with the crew. Yeah. Fitz will make it into a meal with some of the supplies we got.
Right. So it's a pretty decent meal.
Those are her ones.
Oh. Then where did our ones go?
Rude. You don't have one, though.
Well, we got that. That's why he thought.
My bad. I thought donuts were donuts. Donuts. Yeah.
Donut?
Go nuts for donuts.
Donut? No.
Yep. You make a pretty decent meal. You spend about a good 6-7 hours sleeping Falcon. Yeah. You're just disturbed near the end of it by the smell of food. Sort of wake up. There's a decent meal being cooked in the kitchen.
Follow my nose.
Probably teaching
Like cartoons.
magic to Sid and
Can you eat?
Yep.
and I guess
Need a bit.
yeah,
Vandal.
Vandal.
Vandal's just helping out. Yeah.
we're having a
What you doing?
authorization.
Yep. You guys are basically on the deck and sort of like trying things out. And the smell sort of. Whoop. I still exist. It's okay. As Catch gets up and starts heading below deck and stuff, and everyone else sort of starts heading the works way, and Bart kind of stands and goes, "Oh, food," sort of wanders down as well. Sid sort of looks at you and goes, "Are we allowed to eat?"
No, you got to starve.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Kenny's already eating. Good boy.
oh.
Go eat, you muppet.
He gets up and he runs down, and Ronald and Vandal kind of look at each other, and Vandal goes, "Okay, I'll go first," and sort of wanders off, and Ronald just goes towards the cockpit. And as you go to stop, he goes, "Oh, Aaron,
Yo,
can I show you something?"
can you?
I'm hoping to, as long as the airship is in the air.
This what?
It's a tart.
It's a type.
It's a trap.
He wanders over to the side of the airship.
Nope.
And he-
He's gonna push you off.
Oh shit.
And he
Docs, help me.
You told me enough.
he draws his sword and he goes, "This," and then just lets go of the sword and it falls off the ship.
That's one way of getting rid of junk.
Yes, that's called gravity.
And he turns back to you and goes, No, this. And goes like this, and then the sword just reappears in his hand.
What have you and Vandal been up to? I can't even do that.
He's got an enchanted blade that lets him come back to the ring, so I was trying to do the same thing
Oh,
without it.
okay.
And
What were you thinking?
Explain.
similar, but not.
Yes, but no.
He goes, "Cool leg."
So you could chuck it at something.
Yeah.
Impale it.
Yeah.
He's flexing on you right now.
I can't do anything else.
I do need that.
You could then use a sword at range.
And then he resheaths it and he goes, "I'm just going to go make sure the ship stays, but that's what I
Well
want.
done.
I can't do anything else though."
Plotting.
That's brilliant.
It's brilliant that I can't do anything else.
No. The sword.
Oh,
Pick the positive thing in this conversation. Don't just think the last thing. Reference to.
okay.
Damn.
What I picked up.
He runs off.
Like,
Get away from me. Damn.
they can't take sarcasm. I need a smoke.
To be fair,
Catch, you need a drink.
you recruit.
You don't want Aaron to have a drink. Nothing happens. He just. Aaron becomes hanging out with Johnny when he's drunk.
Right, so
He doesn't do anything serious even more. Actually, no, he doesn't need a drink.
But yeah,
We're on a long trip. Johnny, need a drink? Ooh, what is that?
the end of the first trip. The end of this first trip, you guys are somewhat settled into them, getting used to the rocking of the airship being in the air, and so you guys all have been allocated or figured out where your rooms are now, essentially, or
I sleep on Falcon.
on Falcon on top deck.
I sleep.
You've got your bedroom.
I sleep with you. On Falcor. He's the draw card, you're the bonus.
Kenny comes and sits on Falcor as well, like sort of lies on Falcor on a different point of him.
Kid, you're making it weird.
Sid's standing there by, goes,
Can we get him a bed? I think to anyone.
Hey, Bones!
Bones chilling, who's just basically on patrol around the top of the thing with the other skeleton wandering around, stops and looks at you.
Go find a bed for the kid. Fitz is ordering me to tell you.
They will follow you by orders. That's your getting ready to go to sleep, and then bang, the door opens. Bones comes walking in, grabs the end of the bed. Stops, looks at you.
There's a child at the door.
Stop! What are you doing?
I don't think they meant to steal
Lets
it.
you over the bed, then points up. And then he grabs the bed and starts going up. And then stops the bed.
Push it back.
And then looks up. And then turns to space into the frustrated face. And then looks at you. And then goes happy, frustrated, happy.
Take me.
Because he can't figure out how to do it.
Show me.
Picks up the bed.
No! Without the bed. Who gave you an order? Take me.
Take me to that.
Wait, I'll get out the bed first. Puts me out the bed, and you'll come to stop trying to pull the bed with me.
Bones looking up. And every now and then we'll stop and turn back, like he's trying to go back to the task, and then turn back and keep going back. So it takes you about 5 minutes to do this as he ends up onto the top of the deck and gets to the top of the deck and just goes. And Aaron.
Who's been gently spooned by
Bones to assault me.
Assault? I just asked to get a bed for the kid. Is this kid just still standing there?
Kenny's just kind of standing there, just like, what did he do?
Oh, yeah, the kid needs a bed. Is there a bed available for him?
Perceptions?
15.
13. 13? Sorry, 14. So 13.
Make up your mind.
Plus 3.
12.
You don't notice this. Bones has turned around and gone back downstairs.
Luggages.
Oh, it will be 14.
Luggage is bad.
He doesn't have a bed.
You have a bed, yeah.
There's a chair in the room. There's nothing in his room. No, wait. The chair was in your room.
I require.
Luggage's room is my room.
Oh, that's right. And he got rid of the bed on purpose. Yeah.
Wait, we have a bunch of duck feathers, right?
You have blankets that I threw on couch.
Shit, they've already come off, I'm sure.
Sure, we can work something
I
out.
already woke up and got up. So. You know,
But you have to sleep.
Kenny, take those blankets.
Yeah.
Kenny will take the blankets and wrap them around himself.
The recruit, your recruit
I
name.
keep forgetting his name.
Jonathan, I think it was.
Come up with a name.
Jonathan.
Yeah, no, it's Jonathan.
You have to. Jonathan needs a bed too.
Jonathan's been in the kitchen the entire time.
Kenny, if that guy does anything, you tell me, okay?
You stab him with a knife.
Well, what you acting?
Damn, look at the dagger. Here, buddy.
Why you acting like Johnny will be the bad? What if Kenny's a bad?
That's what I mean.
What?
Isn't he bunking with...
I better give Johnny a dagger then too. Just
Johnny?
in case.
You're calling Jonathan Johnny.
Jonathan.
That's going to confuse me.
Alright, I'll
John.
give me a new name because we'll confuse Jonathan.
Eric.
No, because Aaron.
We've already got Eric the
Clement.
Clement.
Clement?
You want Clement?
Jamal.
Jamal.
Ooh. Also, that's really on the verge there.
Oh, it's just click.
Yeah, careful.
Keith, we got wood, right?
Keith!
Yeah,
Keith!
Nugget
Very safe name.
some time.
Probably
Well, not really. Now I think about it.
Crafting beds.
you're crafting a bed.
Like I got hashtag me too. My kids.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll stick with Keith, it's fine.
2 to 1. I'll take
As you guys are finishing discussing what's going on,
Alright, yeah.
you hear the sound of And Bones wanders up the mattress, and then just goes and drops it, and then just goes, and then goes back to his patrol around the outside.
Why? I told you not to. I told you not to, Bones.
It stops and points at Aaron.
Go take it back.
Who you follow, Bones? Who gave you your face, Bones?
He pulls out the book of Pinocchio and holds the book of Pinocchio in the air.
Yeah. Who gave you this?
Goes back to the dead guy.
The burnt guy?
Bones stops, opens the book, and starts flicking through pages, and opens up the page where Pinocchio is turning into a donkey, and holds the book page up.
An ass?
What? Sure. Please don't tell me, Bones.
Shape change. Shape shift. True polymorph.
Opens up the Fairy Godmother page.
You want to learn
That's
Find
who
your fairy
gave
godmother.
him the
He
face.
wants to be a real boy.
The fairy godmother.
Well, you get
I
that.
gave his face.
You're the fairy godmother.
You've done well, Bones.
Closes it, puts the book back into its chest.
Now take the mattress back to his room.
You gave him one. I took it. I
The
forget.
mattress just falls down.
Where's he putting it?
Back to your room.
You hear the sound of it. Oh, hold on. Let's see how he goes, taking it upstairs.
I'm gonna have to repair that.
Would I be passing him?
I'm gonna.
Are you patrolling or anything?
I went from conversation.
He's sorting beds.
to going
Yeah,
back
no,
downstairs to make them.
No, you'd be still making beds at this point.
You know how you
Wondering
get.
if I would have walked past them when he was coming up.
I send Kenny to go for him.
Do you know how you get
So
really
clean, what's
comfy
happened?
sometimes, and like when you get disturbed and you try and get back as comfy as where last time
Make
you
you a
never
bed, like-
can.
I hear there's that issue.
You hear a
I
massive
sleep on a
crash.
chair.
I'm sure it's fine.
Well, I hope the smell doesn't get too bad while you're sleeping there.
Yeah.
The deep
Those clouds are getting higher.
Aaron doesn't even know.
hope it drips on you.
What, the bear?
The blood, the box.
Aaron doesn't know.
I'm just like, prestidigitation. Gaming.
Sid, standing at the top of the stairs, goes, the skeleton's under the mattress at the bottom of the stairs. Pick it
So
down.
go help him.
You
It's 14. No, he's just standing there and he's just like,
I'm gonna get up.
Kenny is like,
I'll give you the mattress.
that's average heaviness. It's 4.
Okay, I'm gonna use the what is it, telekinesis?
Walk over and telekinetically move it apart. You know,
Move it back to the room.
you move it as you lift it off. But it's
I haven't
basically
moved from
he's,
Belfort.
I was just like,
basically he's gone into a ball at the bottom of the stairs, and the mattress and just locked him in place. And so when you move the mattress, he just kind of goes and springs out and stands back up.
springy.
Ta-da!
I forgot about one NPC as well. As you're disappearing from the mattress and you're lying on Falcor, you feel a poke and a poke.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you?
5?
Cool story. I'm 22.
Whoa! 22? I don't know, 7.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Wait.
Why are you on the bed?
But he's comfy.
Sometimes.
What do you want?
Who are you?
I told you.
Why are you with these guys?
Cause, why are you?
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
Take the blankets, check the
Do
feathers,
you have any money?
and make them into bits.
Probably.
Can I have some?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know you properly.
I'm 5.
Fair enough, I'm 22.
Why are you a number?
Because that's what I got named.
Oh,
Aaron's just
are you immortal as well?
Probably.
Cool.
Let's test that theory.
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go to my bedroom.
Okay.
So, Aaron, you come back. Old guy just kind of staring over Catch. Who's that?
Oh, you noticed I'm here.
Perception.
A new companion.
Who are you?
You know who I am? What were we calling him actually?
Monty.
Monty? I'm just gonna call him Five because I don't care what the Monty name. You know who I am? Five.
Oh.
Aaron.
Yeah.
I think your friend has dementia. Yeah.
Go become young or something.
Oh.
That I broke it up.
I'll give it a go, but I can't control it yet.
Was it random or when you sleep? I can't remember.
12 hours maybe, or sleep, I forget.
Well, how long have you been dumb? I mean slow. I mean old.
The
I don't even know how to approach that.
How long's it been right now?
You guys have been in the airship for about 5, maybe 6 hours of flight.
No, a bit longer. I was asleep and then
Yeah.
woke up.
So it's probably about 8 hours. So it's coming close to another nighttime period. Yeah.
Should probably
Okay.
go child chat then. 8 hours flight.
Probably ordered.
Someone needs to tell
Someone
me,
needs to.
otherwise I don't know.
Vandal would have been doing that.
Yo, I'm new to the party.
Okay, you got a couple hours. All right. This is Catch, a new friend.
At this point, I wake up because I'm asleep long enough.
This old guy just staring at you.
Hi,
Hi! I'm 5!
I'm Catch.
I thought you were 22.
I thought you were senile.
He is sometimes.
I thought you were 5.
No, you're 5.
Hi.
Hi.
This is 5.
Hi, I'm Catch.
All right, hi, Catch. It's my name too.
Nice to meet you, my name too.
He lives in a permanent
I'm
state.
cold.
Young and old.
I'm cold.
What will be?
Go curl up on the bear.
He walks over to Falco and just goes, and Falco goes, because he's just basically plonked onto him. He's like,
Oh, but
looks over at you.
I wander over to Falcor. Okay, Daddy. Okay.
It was
Just kind of lies down.
pick up 5.
We just look over and pick him up.
Because he was cold. Falcor will be warm.
Blanket downstairs somewhere.
He can sleep with you, right? I'm getting up.
Put him back down.
Too much sleep is a bad thing.
As I go back to sleep.
I go to explore the ship, see what I can find.
You wander down to the ship to the sort of the room where a few of the beds are being made up for Sid and Kenny, and you wander and just sort of look around, look over at Kenny.
You alright, good?
That kind of echoes when you say that. You kind of feel kind of tired. All of a sudden, you just kind of go, come on, and collapse on the ground.
Dead.
You then regain consciousness inside this sort of black, kind of spacey, kind of like nowhere space kind of thing. And then sort of a table appears in front of you. And you're sitting there. And then Kenny appears next to you. And he kind of looks over at you and goes,
Oh, hey, kid.
been here before.
Yeah.
Where the crazy music was.
Oh, yeah.
Which
I should have warned you about that.
I don't have crazy music.
Put on Catch's thing.
Put on Catch's weird loopy thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
And then appearing in front of you is Loki and Azathoth. And I can't say the name.
Is that-
As a all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was fine. It's just it's a little hard for him to appear, but I get what you mean. The shade.
The shade of
That he's
you
doing.
as Azathoth. Yeah,
That'll do.
for lack of a better description. And the two of them just appeared Roll me a perception.
Lucky 13.
You kind of look around and you feel like you're being watched by something else as well, and you kind of start looking around the room, and you swear there's potentially like someone just watching at some point in the room, and you
Just can't see out of the corner of my eye.
like there's something in this room. And Azazoth and Loki look at you and they go,
Hey, what's up?
"We need to talk about Kenny."
Man, he's cute, ain't
Yes,
he?
and a lot of potential, but indecisive. And that's
He's
why
8. I mean, you know, you can't expect much out of an 8-year-old. You should know that one, Nazi.
this is why we brought you in to help. And we will find out what's happening in this conversation next game. Because this conversation, technically, also involves Johnny.
Wait, Johnny should not have any part of an 8-year-old.
Not in that sense.
Climbing on like the frog.
Next time! Bye! Yeah,